Now, the third African Nations Championship is almost upon us. The tournament kicks off in Cape Town, in South Africa, with that host nation up against their neighbours Mozambique. Now, very few people, frankly, give Mozambique a lot of hope, given their FIFA ranking of 118. The team itself, however, they remain quite confident that they can cause quite the upset. Here's CCTV's Dan Williams explaining why.
Mozambique may not sit amongst football's elite, but that doesn't stop them from trying to shift their own goalposts forward. The team trained in the shadow of Cape Town's imposing stadium, the venue for their opening match against host South Africa. Most expect Mozambique to pose little threat against Bafana. The neighbouring countries have played each other 4 times over the years, with South Africa winning them all. But these players have other ideas.
You're expecting making a good tournament, there is a big team in front of us, but nothing is impossible. You're going to make a good tournament.
With matches against Mali and Nigeria to come, Mozambique's tournament is expected to end after the group phase. But the coach, João Chissano, is more than happy with the underdog status.
Many people, they can think about our teams. We are outsiders, but it's good for us if all of the teams they think like this, because they can give us the opportunity to make surprise them.
Few give Mozambique much hope at this tournament, but this is a competition that has the potential to provide a number of surprises, and Mozambique are looking to use this as a stepping stone towards greater riches.
In Mozambique, our league was not very strong, but we have some strong players, we have some very good players. If you focus too much in the youth teams and in the youth boys, I think in 3 or 4 years we can come again in the African Championship or in the CAN.
Mozambique is in mourning for one of its most famous sons, following the death of the legendary Eusebio. Although Eusebio played for Portugal, he was born and raised in Mozambique, and his influence there remains.
I think Eusebio is only one, but in Mozambique we have a lot of talents in the small areas. We can find some children there, some youth team with 10 or 12 years. Maybe they can growing, listen the Eusebio's name, maybe they can follow him. But I think Eusebio is only one in the world.
These players may not have quite the same set of skills as one of the world's greats, but the class of 2014 hope that over the next few weeks they too can be the cause of much celebration on the streets of Mozambique. Dan Williams, CCTV, Cape Town.
Now then, the FIFA president, Sepp Blatter, seems to be backtracking on prior comments about the upcoming World Cup in Brazil. He says now he believes it will be one of the best tournaments ever. Speaking on Thursday, Blatter reassured all those involved that stadia and other facilities will be ready in time for the tournament in June. Now on Monday, Blatter had expressed fear that the South American nation would not be ready in time for the World Cup, saying no host had ever been as far behind on preparations. However, he seemed to change his stance recently, giving the example of the unpreparedness surrounding Italy's 1990 World Cup campaign. Pressure has been mounting on Brazil amid reports of unfinished stadia and construction falling far behind schedule.
All the criticism and all the, let's say, people say that will be not good or whatever, it will be the best ever World Cup, because we are in the continent which is called Brazil. 200 million people, they are all footballers. They like football, and I know that at the end everything will be ready. We have had competitions, the one in Italy for instance, where the day before the stadium had even to put some seats inside the stadium was not ready. But here we will be ready. I am sure that in March all the stadia will be ready, and we have time enough to make some rehearsals therein, and this modern stadia, I'm sure they will respond to the expectation of the spectators, but also of the actors, which are the players.